Everybody ready? Now, Vic Norman, they were right again. People were saying, they were right in. They said they want the old stuff back. They said they don't like this new lead in.
I don't care.
Without any more ado.
I don't care. I got my bounce.
Ladies and gentlemen.
See, this is the one. I don't have to deal with that.
Without further ado, it's now time for New Sports.
This is what I like.
The New Sports, where you get to see the young hip-hop hipsters version of sports. Right. And the man bringing it to you is the tall, dark, handsome, baldy man. The one that ladies have nicknamed Sexual Chocolate. Ladies and gentlemen, here with the New Sports, here's Vic.
Yes.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
You guys didn't know that image is my ex-girlfriend. I really I'm having a moment right now because she's bringing.
She used to wear them buns like that.
You know, you got to figure out which one is my ex. The one with the pole.
Or the one with the pole.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what they use poles to escape from my ass. They're like pole vault out of here.
Let me stop.
Yeah,
Keep that picture right there, you guys. The first lead in the story is, I thought it was a wonderful success as we take our little drive down here, what we call Olympic Social. Yeah, Olympic Social is, you guys know about all the details, but we talk about it with the sting, the reward, or the disappointment of how we see things as far as the Olympics. And Lolo Jones, to me, from her story, her personal story, is how far she's come. All basically homeless, family living in what they call very poorish conditions, and coming this far has been the brunt of somebody named, I don't even want to say it. I'm just going to show you his picture. This gentleman right now, Jerry or Mr. Longman, had to go there and say, you know what, she's getting way more attention than all the other American track and field athletes because of her beauty, not because of her achievements. Well, yesterday...
And maybe he is as a writer.
Well, now let me just say this. This is going to be interesting. Yesterday in the 100-meter hurdles, she came in 4th place. Now, if you think about achievement, that's 4th fastest. She just missed the bronze. So, this article was actually written a little bit ahead. Because she did an ESPN2 nude spread.
Where the hell is that?
Okay.
I know what I want to see. Hey, PMC, did you perk up? Mac, did y'all perk up on that, or is it just me?
Just go down the picture.
Oh, so you got it here?
Just go down the picture.
Okay.
Okay, now.
Oh, Lolo. She's saving her stuff for marriage, so she's just trying to tempt us.
No. Now, let me just say
Lolo,
this.
you baddie girl.
What she's been going through, I have to sit there and say for a reason. She was interviewed on NBC. Today, and I think it was this morning, and she got emotional. Stop that, PMC. I saw that. I'm not reading that stuff. You guys behave.
Everybody, Norman, everybody said, let's see this.
Going to say, okay, I'm going to give you another shot. She got emotional and started crying because the nature of the tag. Now, let me just say this. I'm going to go.
You going to cry.
Now, wait a minute. Let me say this. I want to go back up here. This is the picture. I want to look at Jerry or Jer above the picture of Lolo.
Okay.
The only problem I have when they report is they say a New York Times writer. Here are the people who are writing media. Is it convenient that they leave the name of the writer out? Why do they not go and say, here's the picture and here's the writer? So I'm saying, is he doing a good job of pointing out what's really true? Or is he saying this is the best way to capitalize over a story based on her expense, her emotion, which is going to say, I've had a lot of tragedy. I had to come back from falling in the previous Olympics, almost going to win the gold, stumbles, falls, loses out, period. She comes back. She doesn't get a medal. And now she has to face this ESPN2. How's that any different from any other athlete? Why is Jerry or Jer going after Lolo?
It is no different. He's actually doing the same thing for his own little sports writing career. That's why it's a joke. For example, how many people ever heard of Jerry? Now you've heard of Jerry, right?
Right.
Okay, so Jerry's all of a sudden important. No commentary whatsoever about the actual sports part. Now it's all about her personal life. He knows her personal life.
Right.
Like he knows about it. Let's write about your personal life. You look like you about in need of a blowjob as anybody
wait a minute.
around.
You know what's supposed to go to... No, wait a minute. Wait a minute. That's not that bad.
So I'm just saying this is what gets me about some of these sports writers. So now you want to make social commentary. All right. Just be willing to take the flack that comes with that.
Well, see, here's the part that I'm going to have you guys vote on this because I'm doing both sides of it. I'm doing both sides of this. On the side, the emotion with Lolo Jones, I think is wonderful. But on the other side, if you do go to a nude spread, if you do a spread, aren't you going to get some people? It's like the Tebow thing.
Yeah.
Is Tebow getting more reward for what he's done on the field or equal to what he's done? He's like number one.
Well, whether or not it's reward or not has to do with the own person.
Well, he's getting.
Well, you have to interpret that. You know
right.
what I'm saying? You have to want that.
That's right.
I don't know if Lolo, but it makes you think that at least Lolo wants some of this, right?
Right.
So I would have to think maybe she's getting the reward, and I think it's okay. I just think it's okay for her to get in touch with that whole beauty side. In fact, one of the things I'm liking about the young folks
right.
in the Olympics is that they are not like us. I actually am really liking that. They have their own
That's right.
things that they think are important,
I love
their own ways of expressing themselves, and thank God, because what if we were all the same as the ones before us?
Right. Now, let me say this for the reason that I think is obvious. Did this guy do a good job of landing his moment on behalf of the New York Times to get the readership involved? So
that's what it really is. He's hyping himself.
He's big pimping right now, isn't he?
Well, he's trying to big pimping, but he's being a little weenie.
Well, but wait a minute.
He's trying to big pimp with a little weenie.
Well, now, wait a minute. Let me say this.
He's got a cocktail sausage, and he's out there trying to be big pimping.
Well, let's just say this. If you're in the office, there's a picture of him. I didn't want to bring it up. There's a picture of him in his office. It's so small. It's just like a writer's or journalist's office. A small pic.
Where is that?
Well, it's not on there. I didn't bring it in because it wouldn't be big enough to look at. But see, here's the part where they say, if you had the opportunity and you said, she's getting a lot of work, but yet she's yet to deliver, would you report the story, Mario, because it's a great opportunity to point out the obvious?
I would point it out because I want more Olympic athletes going nude. In fact, just make all of them go nude. Just have a whole. You want to raise some Olympic athlete money?
See, this is wrong.
Get the Olympic nudie poster set.
Nudie poster?
Mac, PMC. We right now reaching for the debit card. See if we can get us a nude. I want a nude Hope Solo. Let's all pick out what athletes we want nude, and then we can order. I want big ass blow up dolls.
Okay, this
some
is not
of the gymnasts.
This is not right. Well, let me do this so you guys can get the exact wording.
Serena. We want Serena.
See?
We want a Serena blow up doll and a Serena nudie picture. Bring us that.
See what I'm saying?
Make us happy.
See, my whole point is this, and I'm gonna make sure I get this right so nobody gets a spin on. I'm just going ahead and say the words that basically quoted from his article. He says, for Lolo Jones, everything is image. He contends Jones sold out parts of her non-track life for money and attention. Now,
well, that's new. Wow, first one, huh?
Wait a minute.
First one is Lolo.
Right. No, wait a minute. There's a second part to it. It says Lolo Jones has received far more publicity than any other American track and field athlete competing in the London Games. This was based on her exotic look and not achievement. Now, that's his exact words. I just want to make sure so when you guys go to it.
Well, that goes to show that men, which is usually sports writers like yourself, mostly want to bone stuff. And so they're looking at it with the old boning attitude.
Let me say this. First of all, I rebuke you because I don't look at the women.
I see your hot pics.
Wait a minute. Excuse me.
You bringing them sicky hot pics in here.
I can sit back and have people come here knowing that Victor is not sitting here to have this show to talk about rating boning. That's not what's happening.
Okay. Chat room.
No, it's not happening.
Look at all the co-hosts. Now, I want you to know, I don't ever select the co-hosts. The co-hosts, I talk to Vic about the co-hosts, but Vic picking the co-hosts. So all these women y'all been seeing, would you at least think that somewhere in that Vic is trying to appeal to the sexual side of the audience? I'm just saying. So isn't Victor Allen trying to hold us captive?
No, I'm not.
To our sexual compulsions with these photos like this of Lolo Jones.
No, I'm
trying to make me get a Woody up here.
Wait a minute.
A morning coffee.
First of all, don't shoot the messenger. Don't shoot the messenger.
They think you instigating, Vic. Norman says Vic is instigating.
Hey, look. I'm going to tell you what I do good. I do good and instigating, but I only remind you of what's on your mind anyway. It's the ultimate goal of what you want from this. See,
I want to see Lolo's ass.
I just want to sit back and
where's her ass? That's what I'm saying. Shit. Damn, what's the other half of the photo?
I am not on this show to further how you proceed to going into activity in your dream state of sexual deviism.
Well, I tell you, but you have. It's just like when they say they gave out 100,000 condoms at the Olympic Village, my mind automatically went to who's boning who. I'm trying to imagine who's hooking up. Is it China and Uganda?
No.
Or is it the Americans going to Russia?
Right.
I mean, I just want to know if it's 100,000 condoms going on at the Olympic Village. I need to know who's boning who. That's what I want to know, because that's too big a story for me.
So let me talk to the people who come from what they call that healthy lifestyle, and they says, I thought about it this way. I hope that when they give out those 1,000 condoms, that only 995 of them are not being used.
So ain't nothing sadder than an unused condom.
That's all I'm saying.
Just sitting there, a lonely old dried up condom, withering.
There's a reason why those condoms, if they are being used heavily, the reason why China is leading in total gold medals and total medals. If we were using less of the condoms, we would be leading total medals now. There's a correlation to the
usage. You think the Chinese are giving it up?
You know what?
I'm wondering. It's hard that you try to communicate at the Olympic bar. You're like, hey, there. You say, wait, slow down. Let me get my Chinese translator out. My Chinese,
you see what he's doing?
Chinese translator app.
You know what? You're wrong.
Can you imagine you in the line at Olympic Village trying to hit on the Chinese?
You good, man. You're good.
I know sometimes.
Dude, you good.
They gonna call Mario. What'd you just say? I'm just saying it's the thing of trying to hook up with foreign athletes, trying to get some communication. Have you sign language in line?
Okay, see, this is not right. Watch this. I'm gonna put the conversation up here in the right perspective. If the report came back that 1,000 condoms was distributed to the athletes and only 5 was used, would that be a successful story on behalf of the American athletes or failure?
Say that again.
If they issued 1,000 condoms to the U.S. athletes, knowing that, look,
just 1,000,
just 1,000. Wait a minute. 1,000, and they said
Michael Phelps gonna go through about 200.
Wait a minute, and they said return the ones you have not used, and they come back and count them, and only 5 have been used. Is that a success story?
No, sad, because about all that unsafe sex. Unsafe. That's what PMC saying right now. He says, where are those missing athletes? Were they boning? And just forgot the start time. See, Cameroon.
Right now, see, you know what?
They just what was going on?
Well, see, you know what? I have to give it to you. You guys hit the nail on the head. The key is that if they came back with only 5 used, that's not good news. It's really bad news because they didn't use them. They didn't use them.
Are you boning the people from your own country? Or are you getting some of this international stuff? I'm telling you, I'm fascinated because their bodies look so good. Except for those long jumpers, man. I don't know who's going to bone them.
Okay, Mario. All right. I'm going to apologize.
The weightlifters. Have you seen the weightlifter women?
I'm apologizing.
Who's going to be messing with the weightlifter women?
For a man that constantly waits for my sports segment to talk about boning, he could do Conspiracy Wednesday.
You the one got naked pictures up here on the screen.
You could sit there and have your own Conspiracy Wednesday. Men who don't want to and men who do. But you wait for my sports segment.
That's not a conspiracy.
You wait for my sports segment
who want to, men who
talk
can't.
about sex, and I'm trying to talk about sports.
But you brought us a naked picture of Lolo and then cut off the bottom.
But I didn't cut it off.
You cut off you done gave us a Lolo tease.
Okay, let me do this. Let me go over here. Let's rate this right now. Let's just go on and rate it officially. Okay. Mr. Longman. Big pimping because he brought this story up and it did hit. Balling for the ladies.
Where's my sound effect?
Let down. Or is it a whatever moment? What do you think?
Whatever for him.
It's a whatever. That's a whatever.
Whatever for him.
So you don't give him a little bit of for the ladies.
No.
Okay. All right.
No, I ain't for the lady. Look at him.
All right. I got you. I got you. I just had to make sure.
Man, look like he ain't.
I can't help but to say this. I feel bad about Lolo. The emotion. I just think she wears her emotion on her sleeve regularly. I think that's just the nature of who she is.
That's where them virgins are. They cry, they bleed, they fall in love.
Okay, first of all, I apologize to all the mothers out there who have children that are watching this show,
but y'all know it's the truth.
Okay, so let me go. So number one, I'm on the side of Lolo, but I do have to give Longman props. because he's stirring something that will elevate her post-Olympic life. And she may get rewarded from this because she didn't win a medal, and she's tops as it relates to Olympic social. We're talking about it. So I give him a little bit more for the ladies because it brings to light. That's what they do. I'm going to give him props. I can't be mad at it. I can't be mad. I feel bad, but yeah, of course, he's a New York Times writer, so he's going to be protected anyway.
Even though I think I would probably have a good laugh with him having a beer.
You know what? I think he knows.
I think he knows.
I think he knows what he's doing.
He's being funny.
Yeah, and I
he's
think
doing what we do.
When she realizes, it says, ride this because you can't be mad when you do this spread. Okay, you can't be mad. You just applaud yourself. All right, now we're going to go over to the next topic, and I have to say this is going to be interesting because hopefully Mario can stay on point. I don't know if he's planning to stay on point.
We'll see if you brought some provocative photos.
I didn't bring no provocative. All I'm going to say is this. There's the agony of defeat. Now, I would have said the thrill of victory, but when you see this photo, this is something where I knew this was coming, Mario. Gabby is on the balance beam, and when you're hanging on, that means the fall was bad. Now, she's already had what they will call exercise mishaps as it relates to after her all-around team gold. Will this affect her in any way as far as the media campaign, the love of having the person that that they're going to have them going on the tours or talk shows, they're going to be representing their parents? Will she falter from this and they have somebody else from the U.S. Fab Five girls come up? Or this is just one of those things where, hey, it's no big deal that she slipped? What do you think?
No, I think it's going to prove to be just one of those things that athletes go through. Even as a 56-year-old man, I step back and say, you're understanding the process of life.
Right.
And many of us know that it's these kinds of things that actually going to make you stronger.
Right.
So that's all in there.
Right.
You don't know. Sometimes it seems at that moment it may be the down moment.
Right.
But it may be the part in you that forever gives you the strength.
Right.
To come through. So in that sense, we say, I don't mind her having the fall.
Okay.
Because overall it's so much of a failure. So much of a success that it's not a failure.
Okay.
See, people want to view, I go on the way to success, how many times do you fall down?
Right.
See, if you're going to call that a failure because you fell down,
right,
then that's a perspective.
Right.
That's a perspective issue. But on the way to success, if you fall down 10 times and you on fall number 9,
right,
you're still thinking I got more to go. So, Gabby Douglas, we love that you're struggling. For the world is to remind us,
right,
that you can work hard and that it's still going to be struggles. And it's still just like I've been working hard at internet television.
Right.
And the shit still acts up.
Okay, man.
That broadcast cut off, shut down, computer error, flash crash. So, you get a little uptight. You get a little mad.
Right.
But you learn to persevere. So God bless you, Gabby, because you're becoming an adult,
okay,
and you're becoming a woman.
Now, I will say this, and my apologies. Below the picture, the text doesn't relate to this pic. It relates to a story from yesterday with Carmelo Anthony, so ignore it. But here's the part that I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm about to say, why is it talking about she got... It was more than a tap, Anthony said after these visual aids.
I thought about it, and I said, it's already done. But, here's the part that are we witnessing a plethora of slips, falls, and wavering on the balance beam more so than in previous games? I have not seen as many girls wavering, almost falling down. I mean, is it just me that I'm paying attention more to it, or is it more self-evident in these games, and including Gabby?
I think it has totally to do, really, with the level of difficulty that the average athlete is doing these days, Vic. In our day, they were much conservative in their routines, and I'm not just talking on balance beam.
Right.
I mean, pretty much across the board in gymnastics. Gymnastics saw a surge,
right,
of new routines, new skill sets.
Right.
So now everybody has to do triple,
right,
dismount, somersault dismounts,
right,
And before, they just weren't doing the levels of difficulty. So now, what you see them all doing is these high-level difficulty routines. They put more risk on it.
Yeah.
And then when you watch them, I watched the number of them where I felt so bad we talked about it. Because when the camera zooms in on the girl's face about to do these routines, some of them you could tell they are not sure. You're looking right in, and those of us who've competed, we know what it looks like when you have that, when you're shaking.
Right.
When you're shaking in what you got to do, you don't have that confidence.
Right.
So sometimes when that camera zooms in, Vic, we see them, and they look so shaken, Vic. Okay. And then you go on and watch them fall. And I said, well, I saw you. You were not convinced before you took off down the ramp, you know. So they're trying hard stuff, and they're pushing themselves to be better and better. All these camps, and I guess it makes you a better athlete, but I just don't know if it makes you a better person for being a camp for all that time instead of out playing with the other kids and stuff a little bit. So I don't know.
So are we agreeing that this is something for the ladies? She is balling.
She's balling.
She's big pimping.
She's big pimping.
Because then when you get on that balance beam, it's no joke, right?
That takes guts.
Okay, now I'm about to give you guys, this was an obvious, because I support anyone who actually wants to deal with something 4 inches wide. Here's the question, and I want you guys to think.
Let me think. I try to take that, Vic.
Let me just say this. Wait a minute. Only include that question when women are in the room. Check it out, you guys. Give me the number one reason, and think about this carefully, why men don't do the balance beam.
They don't offer it to us?
That may be one.
Are you trying to say because they can hit that nuts on that beam?
I'm just saying.
When you can hit your nuts on the bus, you get your nuts on the pommel horse.
Wait a minute. Wait. Pommel horse? Yeah.
The pommel horse.
Oh, no. The pommel horse, yeah, but the balance beam flipping.
Now, you know, I don't know if that's true, but you wonder. Because I can tell you, because of other experiences, I got the chance to interact with people who would walk on fences. You know, it's been a big deal to walk on a fence, right?
Right.
So you know what happens when you walk on a fence.
Yes.
Every now and then you slip.
I did.
So when a girl slips on it can be bad, but when a guy slips on a fence.
I just want to bring it up because she did. She slipped.
Because you hit your crotch right on that bar.
Well, she slipped in a way that you and I would sit back and cringe.
Oh.
But see, it's different.
Because you don't have any testicles down there.
Well, Mario, you don't have to actually refer to all those parts. We just want to know.
Some of the athletes need to be checked.
Why do men not... See, I'm like
you
this.
Say that. I say that.
I'm saying, let me say this. Why can't we wear some extra protection, like, you know, steel, something down there, and when we get on the balance beam?
Some Kevlar ball protector. Well, I think, Vic, that may be part of it, but I actually believe that men would put their testicles.
Here we go again.
On the line.
Here we go.
That they would go on.
It's not about.
No, I think I don't think that's it, because I think in the tradition of male athletes, that men would go out and do the balance beam, Vic. They would let their testicles be at risk.
Why is this about testicles?
Because you brought it up about why we can't do the balance beam. I'm saying we can do the balance beam. You just have to risk some trauma.
Wait, I just asked what's the number one reason.
I don't know.
You know, what do you think why they don't have a balance beam for men?
Because they get tired of seeing you barefoot?
I'm just saying. No one asked.
They didn't have those skimpy outfits that were appropriate?
What you see? So everybody's agreeing with you, Mario. I just want to hear people say it because it's obvious, right?
But they don't protect your nuts on other events.
Okay. Can we say private parts?
Your private. They don't protect Mr. Mushroom.
Okay.
And his little friends.
All right. Let me do this. let me do this. I have to go over to the next one because I know this is going to continue. And I feel bad because you're being led down astray, run amok, and I don't want to take it too far. Amok. You're already there. Hey, you guys, we're going to go over to a gold medal swimmer. Amidst the cheating at the Olympic Games, and I love this story. I love it a lot. Cameron Vanderberg, 100-meter breaststroke gold medalist, took extra dolphin kicks. Now, Mario and I talked about this yesterday. First of all,
why you have crotch shots all up in the pit? So you trying to talk about me? See, this is what I'm talking about.
No,
PMC.
No, wait.
Norman.
That's the story.
Look at this picture.
That's the picture they're using.
I'm just saying, Vic always say I'm trying to bring some sexual stuff into the sport.
Dude,
and then he get these big old swimmer crotch shots all in your face.
No, Mark.
I'm just saying, it's kind of
I'm using the pictures they're using in the media reporting.
Okay.
That's what they're using.
Okay. Yeah, see,
you know what the attitude of this picture is?
Says you get a little creepy.
No. You know what they're doing? if you look at this picture, they're making him look like he's just chilling. I got away with it. Ha ha. I got my gold medal. So they relate the story to the image. You see it different.
But I see that he shaves his armpits.
Let me go on and read. Let me go on and read what they're saying so you can understand how the story goes, because I love what he's saying. He says, with no underwater video judging, swimmers are oftentimes able to sneak in an extra kick. And if you guys don't know what that is, when they actually hit the wall and they turn around underwater and they do their little dolphin kick with their legs, they only are supposed to do one dolphin kick. I'm blown away, Mario, and I asked you this yesterday.
That's right.
Who came up with this rule of you can't do as many as you like?
Somebody, Mr. Dolphin. Somebody was just watching. You did an extra kick. You extra kick.
It makes no sense.
Now, they know back then they didn't even have any underwater cameras.
Right.
And they could not pay somebody to get down there with a mask.
Right.
Sit there watching you touch.
Right. Now, here's the part.
The honor system.
Here's the part that's the indictment. Let me go on and continue with the story, because this really doesn't make any sense when somebody said, we're going to have swim races, and then when they go underwater and turn around, I know. Well, let's just let them kick a dolphin kick one time. I said, so really what you're saying is it's an advantage if you kick more. I said, well, why don't you just let equally distribute, everybody can kick as often as they want to. Well, what he said was, it's typical of other swimmers. If you're not going to do it, you're falling behind, Vandenberg said. I think it's funny of the Australians to complain, because in the underwater footage, if you actually look at Brenton Ricard in the lane next to me, he's doing the exact same thing as me, yet they're turning a blind eye. Guess where this story is going that you
he's
don't.
An Aussie.
Well, it's even more than that, Mario. Here's the part. Do you think he's big pimping because he got away with it and got the gold medal?
Yeah.
Do you think he's balling because he got away with it?
I don't know about balling.
Does he look like he's something for the ladies?
You got his crotch sticking all up in our face.
So I'm just saying, what do you think?
God dang, it's a little embarrassing to me. I can't look at the picture.
Let me tell you.
If I turn to look around, it's like right in my eyes.
Can a gold medalist be a letdown?
No.
Yes, he is. You know why? You can get your story across, but you don't throw somebody else under the bus. When you throw somebody under the bus,
Stephanie.
You can't do that. When he went there and said, look at Brenton Ricard. So
he did a Kobe. He did a Kobe Bryant.
Yes, he did. See, that's what I'm trying to say.
He did a Kobe.
You can't do that.
PMC, think about it. He did do a Kobe.
You did a Kobe. That's right. You don't throw somebody under the bus to validate your argument, because he's right. They don't have video footage underneath to check to see if everyone's doing dolphin kicks. But somebody's looking and saying, well, the judges are not given the footage to judge, but they do have video footage to see. So for media and broadcasting, they see it. So somebody went to check and said he kicked.
It just means they watching certain people closer.
Right. That's all. So
it's
you
just
know what?
Like we're looking at all the other people, but we get kind of uptight when it comes to the way Norman does his brows. Some people have extra because they watch me because they get other people's clothing, but they want to critique my T-shirts.
I have
my wonderful collection
of T-shirts. I can't wait to get somebody who just sits up here and focuses on the sports. So here's my
I'm
thing.
just saying.
I'm just saying.
Sometimes it's not fair.
It's not that.
They want to look at
all I'm
my
saying
feet.
is this. I got to stop you because
they critique Norman how Norman walks in heels.
First of all, Norman is not. How is Norman's heels relating to the sport?
I'm just saying some of us get watched closer. It's not fair.
Okay, let me stop.
All the other folks walking like truck drivers.
You already voted and said he's balling and big pimping. I'm saying it's a letdown. Do you still want to hold to that?
I'll go with you.
So it's a letdown.
I was a mistake.
Okay.
I was mistaken. It's a letdown.
It's a letdown. See, if Kobe did this, you all over him, but you let this get by you, man.
That's true. Like I said, if the brothers can walk in heels, I give them a break because I go, it's hard to walk in heels.
All right. All right, you guys. We got one here.
Hard to walk in heels.
I'm about to lose. This is the exit question going out of New Sports. I'm probably going to lose a community here, but I have to ask this question because I was watching it this morning. The equestrian events, they're pretty hot. You're not going to see any pictures on this or anything like that. So just so you know, I'm bringing this up as an exit question.
Okay.
I always thought the Olympics dealt with the athletes. Are the horses the athletes in equestrian events, or the rider trainer sitting on back of him doing the event with the horse? Who's the athlete?
They say, I guess I know that's, and they say the English excel. in events where you sit down.
No,
Like rowing and equestrian.
See, this is what
That's what they said. So I'm just saying, Vic is right. Who is the athlete, the horse or the rider?
Right.
The rider don't like they doing shit to me. They just like they all dressed up, little hat, sitting appropriately up there, riding around, jumping a little
Right.
fence. But
Who's
the
that?
horse is jumping fences and falling and
Thank you.
all of that. So I don't know, Vic.
Now I heard today on the show when they were doing the equestrian event, they said the athlete, the horse is the athlete. So here's my question.
The horse they get no prizes though.
Right, wait.
Not even a little horse
wait a
rub.
minute. Here's the part. Does the horse know the difference between pulling a buggy and the man going, yeah, let's go, hard, fast, than being in an event that he's jumping over stuff and he's doing it at the whim of the trainer? Do they know the difference that I'm in the Olympics?
They know whether or not they have a jockey or Monique on their back. I'm just saying.
Right.
You know, if it's Missy Elliott up there riding them,
Right.
you're going to know versus the little jockey.
So let me say this. Equestrian events, I want you to vote on this because I think you're going to find a split. As an athletic event relating to horses and trainers, who's big pimping? The horse? Who's balling? The horse? Something for the ladies. The horse?
It's something for the ladies because it's a horse. You know, there's something about ladies and horses. I don't know. I just heard that. I don't. You have to ask them.
Wait a minute. So
Maybe Norman can tell us. I don't know why they. Somebody, ladies and horses. So
wait a minute. So let me stop.
I just wonder why they like them so much. Why they like them?
So wait a minute.
Just trying to.
So wait a minute. So the
Somebody
horse.
tell me.
So wait a minute. The horse is big pimping, balling, and something for the ladies. So what is
Horse is always something for the ladies.
So what is the jock or the jockey or the trainer? What does he rate or she rate?
He don't rate. That's a little man.
Okay,
He's
so-
like a little cocktail sausage in the mix.
All right. Here's my suggestion. Moving forward, I'm done. Maybe we should get some miniature horses and have them on the backs of some humans jumping and call them athletes too to see how well we do with a little Malamute on our
That's like
back.
Planet of the Apes, only the horse version. Where like the horses take over.
That's
And then they
all I'm
ride.
saying.
Then they got horses riding blondes down Crenshaw.
I'm just blown away that they calling the horses the athletes. I'm not used to that, man.
We got to do horse.
done.
The Planet of the Horses.
I'm done. That was my new sports, you guys.
Everybody, that's
it.
new sports.
Just
Victor
my little
Allen,
bounce.
Neo Urban, look at sports.
I can't help it, man.
That's right.
I just saw it. The
Go out there.
The horse got all 3 strikes going for him.
Go out there and get you a pony. Pony up today. Go out there and ride you a horse. Take a girlfriend. You know how much they like it. Because it's part of new sports.
I'm saying,
Yeah.
That's the Olympic social, you guys. I'm sorry.